here. Conservatives not happy with the
so.
president's move to fire Steve Bannon. In fact, there are 20 groups, conservative groups, that are issuing a letter that reads, and let me share with you, in part, while others may come and go in the White House, we feel sure that with Steve and Kellyanne at your side, you will always hear the voices of those of us who have supported you through thick and thin, despite the efforts by some to manage you and your message. Ken Blackwell is one of the signees of that letter, and he was also part of the president's transition team. Good to have you here, Ken. What's this mean?
Trish, good to be with you. Well, look, at the end of the day, that letter made a case for two allies who have been with the president through thick and thin. But the reality is that they all serve at the pleasure of the president, and the president has to make sure that he has the right lineup of talented people to carry the agenda forward. I'll use an analogy. There are times when you have 5 good basketball players on the team, but the chemistry is wrong, and it diverts from carrying the agenda forward to a win. And so you make a lineup change, you trade, and all of a sudden you get a good chemistry, talented people, and the agenda is back on track. That's what we have to do now. Steve Bannon has made it very clear that he's an ally of the president, and he's going to be working towards making sure that the president's agenda is carried forward with a base of support, organized base of support outside of the White House.
Well, I mean, that said, he did tell the Weekly Standard in an interview last night that the presidency we won and fought for is over. So that didn't sound very encouraging. When you say he's going to continue to work for this president, it sounded as though he might actually very much be at odds. And then you combine that with what the Breitbart editor put out on Twitter, which was the word in all caps, war. In other words, Steve Bannon had a vision. And many of the people that elected Donald Trump had a vision for where this country should go. And there's a sense that without him there, that vision could get lost. Are you concerned?
Not to panic. Again, I've worked with folks inside and outside of the White House. You know, we took a stand yesterday to say Kellyanne and Steve Bannon, you know, have been, you know, with the president during the campaign and in the early stages of this administration, and we made a case for the agenda, and we made to them. He made a different decision. We're ready to live with that decision. We believe that this president is still committed to getting our economy to growing at a 3 to 4% increase annually. Jobs increase, incomes increase, and he's committed to building troop readiness that we not only
let me ask you
protect
this,
our interests aboard.
And we all hope so. I mean, I'm an economic reporter. I can't wait to see 4% growth. That would be fantastic. And yes, let's add more jobs and see wages grow and get tax cuts while you're at it. That said, there's concern that there may start to be a real splintering of the Republican Party because you have sort of the traditional conservatives that maybe fall more in line with Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan and the rest of them. Mitt Romney is also in that crowd. And then you have Donald Trump. And you have Steve Bannon and many members of the conservative media that are supportive of Donald Trump. What does that start to do to Republicans' ability to get elected?
Well, if in fact we don't fuse together a working coalition that advances an agenda and the economy goes south and neighborhoods are not safe and American interests abroad are destroyed and attacked, there will be a price to pay at the ballot box. But I'm a big believer in fusion. I'm a big believer in fusion politics, and understanding that the coalition that got the president elected is a unique coalition. It takes work to keep it together, and in fact, we will do that. We're not panicking. Our knees are not knocking.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you very much. I appreciate you joining.